Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 214. Welcome. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so for my finished objects, I have a couple to show you for this week. I did some more of the Romeo worms. This is the scrap yarn little worms that I had made. Well, I had made one a couple of weeks ago, and then so I had a request on doing a tutorial on how to put them together, and so I contacted the designer because I'm not the designer of the pattern, and so I did send her an email, and so she answered me back, and she said that yes, that I could have permission to do a tutorial on her pattern. So I was really excited about that, and so I did the tutorial. In fact, I did it yesterday and posted it, and so since I did the tutorial, I ended up making two more of the worms, so they are finished objects. So here are the little Romeo worms. Now I did put smiles, see that? I put smiles on my worms. In her pattern, she does not have smiles, but I had a couple of people comment that my worms need smiles, so I have 3 of them now. Aren't they cute? They remind me of not Lowly Worm. That was from the Busy Town cartoons, if you remember that back in the 90s. It reminds me of the little worms from Sesame Street, and I can't think of his name. Don't remember, but anyway, the little worm from Sesame Street, he was striped, but he was like 2 shades of orange, I think, but anyway. That's who he reminds me of. Anyway, so these will go into the box that I am sending up to Amber of Ooh Ah Crochet for the Garfield Make-Along. And so hopefully there'll be some of the elementary school kids there that will enjoy these. Okay, so that's finished object number 1. And just as a side note here, that video, like I said, I did do a tutorial on making that. I did both left and right-handed versions, and it is on my channel now. I mean, I posted it yesterday, and so I'll put a link below in the description box where it'll take you to that tutorial. Okay. So Preemie hat number 2 is what my finished object number 2 is. And this is the Halloween hat drive hats that I'm working on. My goal is to make 4 per month for one of the area NICUs for the Preemie babies during Halloween. And so here is Preemie hat number 2 for the month of July. It's a Dalmatian hat. This is a pattern by Repeat Crafter Me. Sorry, allergies. Oh, the mold has been terrible because we got so much rain, and so I'm like, anyway. Okay, so this is, like I said, a pattern by Sarah Zimmerman. Yeah, had to think of her name. Okay, so because I know somebody here that also has the name of Zimmerman, a friend of mine, but her first name is different, so almost said her name. Okay, Sarah Zimmerman. And anyway, it was a newborn pattern, and so I think she used worsted weight yarn and a bigger hook, and so I used baby sport yarn or DK weight yarn and quite a smaller hook to size it down for preemie size. Anyway, I think he turned out really cute. She used buttons for the eyes, and I just made some crocheted circles. But anyway, very cute. Okay, so this will go into my collection of hats for the hat drive. So that is Preemie hat number 2. I mean, yes, so that means I need 2 more that I need to make for next week because yeah, by the time my next episode comes up, I'll just have a few more days of July, and then that's it. So I need to get 2 more Preemie hats made. Okay, so let's go on to works in progress. Okay, so for my works in progress, I have, let's see, I worked on the next character for the Nativity set, the set right here. Let me show you the box again. Okay, this is a set that I bought off of Amazon. I'll put a link below in the description box. It's got 12 characters, and so I've been working on this Nativity set all this year. And so the next, not character, but the next yeah, well, I'm working on the animals. So the next one is the camel, this one right here. And this is what I've gotten so far. He kind of looks like a sea monster or something right now. He has no legs, just head, neck, and body, no ears yet. I do have his safety eyes in. So anyway, that's what I've got on him. And it looks strange because he doesn't have a hump, but the hump is where you do it the color of the blanket, and that makes the hump when you stitch it onto his body. Anyway, I'm enjoying this. I've got, let's see, I'm trying to think what I have left. I haven't made a sheep yet, and I haven't made the angel, and then I'm working on the camel right now. And I think that's it. I've got all the other characters. Oh, there's a star, like a Star of Bethlehem. I haven't made that. Yeah, that's it. I've made all the other characters. So this is a great set. I know they're tiny little characters, but the patterns are not very hard to put together, basic stitches, and the instructions are really well. You can always use worsted weight yarn if you wanted to. It does come with some yarn. It comes with enough to make Mary and baby Jesus and the manger, and which in its DK weight yarn. But I mean, you can always use your own if you want larger characters. Okay. So that is works in progress number 1. Works in progress number 2 is this is the crochet along that I've been doing with Shiny Crochet. Now I'm behind. She posts like every 2 weeks the next part in the crochet along, and I know I'm behind because she just posted the pattern for the body, and I'm not there yet. But anyway, I made some progress on it. Now this is the the comic strip character Hobbs, which is from Calvin and Hobbes. I'll put a picture right here of those comic book characters, so then you'll be reminded who Hobbs is. Okay, so Hobbs, of course, is the tiger. It's like a stuffed tiger that the boy in the comic strip carries around, and he has all these imaginary adventures with. He pretends that he's alive. And so this is a comic strip character I remember from when I was like a teenager in school. And so he brings back a lot of memories for me. And so when I saw that Shiny Crochet was doing this crochet along where she had designed a stuffed tiger inspired by Hobbs, that character, I just had to do it. And so I started sewing the head together. I got the 2 pieces of the head. Now this right there, that is actually his eyebrow. He has like a unibrow going on. And so this is I haven't sewed it all together yet because I need to put the eyes, and the eyes are not safety eyes. She used like where we made circles for the eyes, and so I haven't put them on yet, but I've made them, and I made some foot pads. I do have one foot made right here. This is like, yeah, one of his back feet, I think, where some of the toe spots go, and so I need to make another one of those. It looks kind of like a flat egg. I need to make another one of these, and then I think then I'll go on to the body pieces. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm enjoying it. I'm working on it just between other projects. So like I said, she posts the crochet along every 2 weeks on her channel, and so I assume they'll always be on her channel, hopefully, so then I can catch up. But anyway, it's a fun pattern. So okay, let's see. Oh, I do want to say that I'm using DK yarn. It is Preemie Yarns DK, Premier DK, I think that's what it's called. This is I want to say, I think that's the goldfish was the color, and then black, and then I don't know, some type of off-white. I can't remember what it's called. No, country white? No, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what I'm using, okay? And now in hers, when you look at I do have a picture that I took a screenshot of the info, like the thumbnail of the info video, so you can kind of see what the crocheted version looks like. Anyway, and so I will put that right here. Okay, and of course I will put a link to the probably the link to that information video. I'll put that below in the description box, so then you can read from you can hear about it from the beginning of her series. Okay, now it does show in that video that the tiger turns out really big. I think she used worsted weight yarn or Aran weight yarn maybe, and so this is his head, so he's going to be good size, and I'm using DK weight because I wanted to get it down pretty small, and so he's still going to be pretty big, but I think he's going to be really cute. Okay, so that is works in progress number 2. Works in progress number 3, I'm working on it. It's going kind of slow. That is the toucan tote that I am putting together. Just as a reminder, see, there's the front panel. Haven't done anything to this yet as far as working on any of the refining any of the edges or anything. I haven't done anything on that. What I've been doing is I've been trying to work on, I'm going to do a gusset that's going to go around all the 3 sides, right? The 2 sides and under the bottom to make the depth of the bag. And so all I'm doing is making this strip like that. And it's just back and forth single crochets, and it just seems like it's growing very slow. I think where I have that pin right there from the bottom up to that marker, that is like one side. So I'm actually working at going across the bottom now. So anyway, it's just going slow because it's just the same stitch, just back and forth and back and forth. So it's getting there, but it is kind of slow. So yeah, I keep putting it down and working on something else because I can do a few rows of it and then it gets kind of boring, and so I have to change to something else. But I know it's going to look good once it gets finished. The back panel, I'm going to pick out the colors, all the colors that I used. I believe I've got 8 colors written down, the ones that I used, and I'm going to have a striped panel on the back side. That's what I plan on doing. And it will be lined. So I haven't picked out the fabric I'm going to use for the lining yet. But that is my progress on that tote. And that is all my works in progress, I believe, yes, that I can show you. And I'll talk a little bit about that in just a minute. Okay, so let's go on to upcoming. So like I said, that worm tutorial is not upcoming, but it is available on my, as of yesterday, it's available here on my channel. Okay, and then, so next Wednesday is the next Movie and Stitch installation. Is that right? No, I don't know. Movie and Stitch episode. Anyway, that is the collab that I'm doing with some other fellow YouTubers here, and we are going through the alphabet starting with the letter A all the way to Z, watching a movie that starts with each of those letters, and I am working on a project that represents each movie that I'm watching. And so in those I talk about the movie that I watch, and then I show my progress on that project, and then I announce the title of the next movie, the next letter in the alphabet. Okay, so this upcoming Wednesday will be the next video that I'll do on that, and it will be on the letter O. Okay, and then I will show you how my project is going with that, and then I will announce my letter P movie. So anyway, if you want to check out those collabs, just doing the search hashtag movie and stitch, all one word, and the word and is spelled out A-N-D, it's not the symbol, and you will find other videos of people that are also doing this collab. Okay, so that is upcoming. Okay, and let's see. Oh, and I do want to say that normally yesterday would have been another episode of Whipwall Wednesday, but I just hadn't picked out anything because I'm almost to the end of my whips. Can you believe that? I thought I had a whole bunch more. I mean, no, not whips like the ones I'm working on right now. Those are current whips. But these are the sleeping whips that have been on my whip wall for a long time. I only have like maybe 2 couple, no, well, let me think. 1, 2, 3 more maybe. I don't know. And I couldn't decide. Which one I wanted to work on next. I really wasn't feeling any of it. So instead of the Whip Wall Wednesday, I did the worm tutorial. So we will see if Whip Wall, we'll see if Whip Wall Wednesday comes back in 2 weeks, or I'm really thinking on transitioning Whip Wall Wednesday into something else that will be a series that we'll do on every other Wednesday. But we'll see. I'm still kicking around ideas. Anyway, so that's why that it wasn't there yesterday. So on to other upcoming is I have a project that I'm getting ready to start. I'm excited about. And if you've been watching me for a while, because I think I made this, I didn't look it up, but I think it's maybe 2 years ago, I made a pillow for my mother-in-law, and it had a corner-to-corner panel of the face of a squirrel. If you remember that, it is from the website My Hobby is Crochet. I think that's what it's called, .com. I think something like that. myhobbyiscrochet.com. I think that's the one. I hope. Anyway, so my mother-in-law loves squirrels, and so I made that one square, and then on the same designer, her website, she has instructions on how you could just do one square and you could turn it into a pillow cover. And so that's what I did with that squirrel square, because I just did the one and then I made it into a pillow, and pillow cover that you can remove. It's got a flap on the back, and so I made that so that way she could take it off and wash it. And so there's just a pillow form that I had purchased, and I stuck inside that pillow cover, and I gave it to her for Christmas. And she still talks about that squirrel pillow. She said she loves it, and she still has it. So. And so I found a square that I was wanting to do and turn into the pillow, just a pillow cover, just like I did that squirrel. And so I found a chart that I had in my Ravelry library for a long time, a free download chart. And so I come upon it every so often. I'll go through my library over there to see patterns that I put in my library and meaning to make it, and they've been in there forever, never made them. And so I run upon this, and I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to make that. So my mom loves cardinals quite a bit, and mainly, or even more so, since my dad passed away 5 years ago, because in the States, because I think in like the UK, the belief, or I don't know what you call it, belief? Here we would say old wives' tale or something, I don't know, but just a belief, I guess, is that when you see a cardinal, it's supposed to represent the spirit of your dearly departed, okay? And I think in the UK, I believe, it is the robin. Is that correct? All my UK viewers, but I think that's correct. Anyway, so ever since my dad passed away, she has had a fondness for cardinals. And so I found this chart. Here's the chart. I printed it out of a cardinal, and I thought that would make the cutest pillow cover. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this corner to corner, and then I'm going to use the instructions on how to make the pillow cover, turn it into a pillow cover that's on the same that I did with the squirrel square. And so that's what I plan on doing. Now I did have to add, I had to add one column on either side to make it more square. And so I think it's going to turn out okay. What I'm going to do is, because I have the pillow form already, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one of the back panels and do it and see if I get the right gauge, if I need to change hooks, it's because I want to be able to fit that pillow. And so that's, I think, what I'll do. That way it's just a solid color. I don't have to worry about adjusting any of the chart, and make sure I'm using the right hook. Okay, so that is an upcoming project. I'm excited about that. I will put a link below in the description box for this cardinal chart that I found, and and I'll also put the link to that page where it talks about how to convert one of her squares to the pillow cover. Okay, Oh, and you need to check her out anyway, because her patterns are great. The one that did the squirrel, she has all these other animals that she has made, turned into corner-to-corner squares, the charts, and oh, they're awesome. She did such a great job with them. So check her website out while you're at it. Okay, so that is upcoming. Okay, and the only other thing, oh yeah, I was going to say is I hopefully will be participating in Vlogust, where I will video every day in August, or have a video. I will put a video out every day in August, starting with August the 1st, so it's coming up. And so I have a project, and so I've been working on some of the things that I'm going to be doing for Vlogust. I'm trying to work on a few of them now, so then I will kind of be caught up, ahead a little bit on it, so it won't be as stressful. So, but I'm looking forward to doing Vlogust. I have never done Vlogust before. I have done Vlogtober, and I've done Vlogmas, and so now I think I'm going to try Vlogust and see how that goes. Anyway, so still kicking around ideas on what I'm going to be doing for that, because I always have to have some sort of a theme, or something. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of stuff so during the day, so I don't know, vlog would be not interesting unless it had mine wouldn't, unless it had some sort of a theme going on. I know I have to have things planned out. Okay, so anyway, that is it for this episode. I think is all I have to show you. Be sure to check out Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet. She's doing Crochet Along right now, the Fun in the Sun doll, and I think starting with today's video I need to jump back into that, because I had done a little bit of the doll ahead of time and stopped at a certain point, so I was waiting for them to catch up to where I was, and then I will continue along with them. So I will link Valerie's channel below, so if you want to do that Fun in the Sun doll with us, you can check it out, and it's still plenty of time to jump in and catch up and go forward along with us with the Crochet Along. And don't forget Amber's Garfield Make Along. It's going to be ending by the end of August. This is when she needs this things mailed in to her. And of course I will link the information video for that make along in the description box below, and you can see what all that's about. Okay, now I'm gonna go. So thanks guys for watching today, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so and follow me along on all my projects that I'm working on and the tutorials that I make. And if you are a member of Facebook, come over and join our Facebook group, Yarnjoy Podcast. That way I can see, you can post pictures of what you're working on, and I can see what you're working on, and all of us can share in what we're working on. And then it's a fun group over there, and somebody had posted a picture of a baby blanket that she did. I loved it, and I'm already thinking, oh, I have yarn, I can make that. So I love that we can give each other inspiration and ideas for projects. It's a fun time, so come over and join us. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.